I'm so happy and grateful now that 100 people have attended the Believe Nation event with me in my organization. Amen to that. Sade, what's going on? She says, I'm so happy and grateful now that God woke me up this morning, that I'm healthy, and I have the opportunity to change the life of my family, right? Believe this is Paris. What's up, bro? He says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a magnet to abundance. Say that. Oh, Jesus. That's a revelation right there. Somebody got to catch that. Andre, what's going on, bro? He says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am able to impact hundreds of people's lives by helping them be financially free by becoming their own bank through whole life insurance policies and investing in the real estate for the future generations by the end of 2022. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have the patience for the right people to come into my business and back up. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have the patience for the right people to come into my business to develop and flourish. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am happy, healthy, and prosperous. I love you. Destiny, what's going on? She said, I'm so happy and grateful now for my retired 365 family. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a consistent, profitable six-figure trader. I'm so happy and grateful now that I attract coachable people to my business daily. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, P1000 is done. I love it. Jasmina, my sister from another mister, she says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am resides within me. Therefore, I vibrate on the level of perfect peace, kingdom wealth, inheritance, strength, abundance, fearlessness, love, light, and I can go on and on. I love it. I love it. Chanel, what's going on? She says, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am servicing 12 to 15 customers in my business, inspiring others, and living a healthy, wealthy life with my beautiful billionaire children. Legacy building. I love it. Listen, if you agree with these things and you want these things to happen in your life, do me a favor and just type an amen in the chat for me. If you agree, right? If you are coming in full agreement with everything that was just spoken, put an amen in the chat. All right, so this morning, got something real good I want to talk to you guys about. It's so good. I'm going to ask a series of questions in the beginning. Do you respect millionaires? Do you respect millionaires? Do you respect the work millionaires put in to get where they are? Do you respect the instructions you receive from millionaires? Let me rephrase, our millionaire mentors. Here's a good question. Do you expect to be a millionaire? Like, will you become a millionaire? All right, here's the most important question. How do you know? How do you know? Authenticate that fact. How do you know? Ooh, that's good. It's written. I like that. Because the Bible told me so. Oh, that's good right there. In my heart, that's good. That's good. My God says, okay, that's good. I speak it daily. That's good. I love it. It's real good. I'm doing the work. Dude. Bing, 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 destiny. Boom. I love it. I'm doing the work to get there. Spiritual work and physical work. Alex Morton. I was listening to Justin Owens' mixtape. And on the track, the chairman track, Secrets of Chairman, Alex Morton came on It's the one where work is repeating in the background. You gotta put the work in. Work my butt off with David Imonitia. That joint, listen, Alex Morton came on and said something so powerful. I've heard him say this live at events over the years, but I heard it yesterday and I wrote it down and thought about it. He said, effort. You're not putting in enough effort. I'm quoting. You say you want to make 6 figures. Are you doing what's necessary? You should respect accomplishment and you should say, awesome, I'm going to do this same exact thing. That's what I said at 21 years old. I saw people making $40,000 a month, $80,000 a month. I didn't see $100,000 in a month yet. And I said, I respect it. I respect you. I'm going to learn what you did. I'm going to times the work ethic, and I'm going to get it done a whole lot quicker, faster, and stronger. That's the secret right there. End quote. That's what Alex Morton said. I heard him say in an event, he said, if he could attribute all his success to one single thing, it would be effort. One thing. And in case you don't know Alex Morton's story, first of all, he's the chairman elite on our platform. He's making so much money, he don't even talk about how much money he's making now. He doesn't talk about money at all no more. That's how much money he's making. And when he was 21, he was a broke college student, no direction, no work ethic, no will to succeed, just kind of coasting through life. 3 years later, he was a millionaire. He said, I went to an event, just like he just said in the quote, I went to an event, I saw people that were making $40,000 a month, $80,000 a month, and he made the decision right then, I'm going to do that. I'm going to find out what they did, and I'm going to do it faster. Effort. Now, I asked those series of questions in the beginning. Do you respect millionaires? Do you respect the work? Everybody's saying yes. Right? I don't want you to answer in the chat. Let's get real now. You got to examine your heart. Because if it was really a yes, it would be some different behavior. The behavior authenticates the belief. It's cute on Zoom, but when this Zoom ends, when we're not on this Zoom, when you're alone, what does your work ethic look like? What do your habits look like? What does your prospecting look like? What does your presenting look like? What does your promotion look like? Do you really believe in what you have your hands on? Come on, Paris. Behavior authenticates belief. So we have millionaire mentors like Paris Simmons, one on the call right now. We got Justin Owens. We got David Imonitia, right? We got Alex Morton. We got Yvonne Tapia. We got Christopher Terry and Isis Delatoria. We got millionaire and soon to be billionaire mentors. So when I ask you, do you respect millionaires? Do you respect their work? Do you respect the instructions you receive from millionaires? Can I be honest? Can I just say what I gotta say? I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. The honest answer is no. No. No, we don't. But the good part is we can change. We can change. We can do better. And when I say no, I'm saying no as a collective. Let's just think about what we got. Let's just think about it. Let's talk it out. The harmonic scanner has produced millionaires. Swipe coin has produced millionaires. Right? The bounce back strategy has produced millionaires. And I know this for a fact. Right? Cash Trap has produced millionaires. Okay? Go Live has produced millionaires. Are you using a software consistently? Are you on Go Live consistently? I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm trying to tell the truth right now. Because it's easy to answer these questions in your heart and in your mind, right? In your heart and your mind, you want it to be a yes, but what does your behavior say? Because all your behavior is what's going to authenticate the belief, not what you say. What you say is a part of it, but it's a lot of talkers, y'all. It's a lot of talkers. It's a whole lot of talkers. Talking is simple. And some people ain't even doing that. But the talking part is simple, right? What are you doing after you speak it? Write this down. Write this down. The Lord gave me this a long time ago. I said it on a call a long time ago. I'm going to say it again right now. Your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief. Your reality is a reflection of your strongest belief. Let me say it one more time. Your current reality is a mirror, is a reflection of your strongest belief. So what do you have to do to change your reality? Change your belief. And how do you change your belief? How do you authenticate your belief? By what you do. How simple is that? Watch this. What do we learn? What's simple to do is also simple not to do. That's the dichotomy between the two. It's like, it's a simple concept. It's really simple, but it's so simple, people don't do it. It's kind of like the gospel. Gospel is so simple, people just can't get it. It's easy. Just confess with your mouth, believe in your heart, Jesus is Lord. Simple. People won't do it. It's the same thing. It's just simple. But we got to take a real serious look in the mirror. Everybody, me included. I want you to understand, I'm not talking at you. I'm talking from a position of knowing. From both sides of the fence. From being the person for 3 years that was saying the right things, doing the right things, right? Looking like I was believing. Come on, somebody. Looking like I was believing. But none of that mattered if it wasn't in my heart. And the moment it got to my heart, 4 to 5 months later, chairman showed up. Like that. It was literally, when you get the revelation, and then you burn the bridge to mediocrity, there's no turning back. You get obsessive about elevation. It's on your mind all the time. Regular, regular conversations get on your nerves. No's motivate you instead of discourage you. When you get there, when the next rank becomes a burning desire, like you gotta see it, and you gotta see it now. When you get so married to the idea of the way life is gonna be a short time from now, the life that you're creating, the life that you really want, when you get so in love with that idea, fear becomes non-existent. And you just do everything that you know to do. You do it all. And the results seem like a hot knife cutting through butter. It just shows up. Because, yeah, watch this. When you put pressure on the business, something has to happen. When you put pressure on your trade account, blown accounts are the result. But when you put pressure on this business, ooh, good things happen. Would you agree that every single chairman probably did something they ain't never did before in order to get it to show up? Drop a number 7 in the chat if you think that's a easy assumption to make. Easy assumption to make. So this is how simple success is. Maybe you need to do something you ain't never did before to get a result you ain't never had. If you never did a blitz, maybe you should. If you've never spoken to 100 people in 24 hours, maybe you should. If you've never tried to sponsor 10 people in 1 week, maybe you should try to do that. See, you got to do something you've never done to see things you've never seen, to get a result you've never had. And what's the motivating factor? What's going to make you do it? Log into your mobile banking, take a look at your bank account, and make a decision. Do I want this to look exactly like it does right now, January 1st, 2022? Or do we want some zeros in this thing? Like, money ain't everything, but it ranks right up there with air. You just gotta have it. Like, just hold your breath and see how long you can go without it. You need it. Money's the same exact way, right? You just gotta have it. So since you gotta have it, you might as well have a lot of it. But what Alex Morton said, it hit so much different last night. That's why you got to hear the same content over and over again. One single word, effort. I could almost guarantee that if you multiply your current effort right now, something good will happen in your business. I can't articulate that how I feel it. You just gotta, this right here is gonna get caught by, I don't know who gonna catch it. Somebody on this webinar right now, you're gonna catch this. That some things are caught, not taught. This is one of those times where you just gotta catch it. Effort. Somebody who was broke and made $1 million 3 years later is the one who said this. He's the one who taught it. Went from $0 to 7 figures in 3 years. Now watch this. He did that with something way harder than what we got. You have access to a platform where people like Jalen Goss that Javon just posted about in the chat, 0 to 6 figures a month in 13 months. Austin Gotsey, 0 to a Chairman 100 in 4 months. How does that happen? An insane amount of effort, an insane work ethic, and it like not normal, extraordinary, ridiculously high effort. The last part of the quote that Alex Morton said, he said, that's the secret right there. The shortcut is doing what most people aren't doing, putting in the work. That's the shortcut. The shortcut leads you right back to the same spot that most people have been trying to avoid. It's the work. It's the work. The work. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Wealthy Pips, another educator on the platform. I went to a webinar with him earlier this year, and I wrote this down. So powerful. He said there's only 3 keys to crushing this business. Only 3. He said a lot of chairmen overcomplicate this. He said, but it's actually very simple. These 3 things, if you do these 3 things, chairman is yours. He said, first of all, in this business, the person who shares the information the most wins the most. That's the first key. The second key, the person who does the most presentations wins the most. Second key. And the third key, the person who shares this concept with the most passion wins the most. The person who shares the information the most, the person who does the most presentations, the person who does it with the most passion. That's the blueprint. You're going to win. The key is to keep sharing the information. Bigger, stronger, and longer than average people do. How simple is that? So when I asked those questions at the beginning of the Zoom, and then I said, how do you know? There was a lot of answers in the chat, and I agree with every single one of those answers. Right? But the truth is this. Oh, so many thoughts right now. The formula says 90% effort has to go to the spiritual side. And I think there's people giving 100% to the spiritual side. If you're catching what I'm saying. The formula says there's 90% to the spiritual side and 10% to the physical side. And I think people are giving 100% to the spiritual side, believing that something's going to happen. And it don't matter if it's here or any other arena. That's not how success works, y'all. Because when you understand the 90% spiritual side, that 10%, the effort is super high on the 10% because you understand the 90%. Because you understand the spiritual side, that's why you go so crazy on the 10%. But if you do 100% on the spiritual side, speaking, writing, saying, believing, seeing, ear gate, eye gate, mouth gate. You controlling your thoughts, you controlling your mouth. You doing all that stuff with 0% effort on the work. That 10% matters. That 10% matters. You got to give 100% effort on the 10%. 100% effort on the 10%. So, like I said, I asked how you know. How do you know? And there's a lot of answers in the chat, and I agree with every single one of them. I do. But if you want, excuse me, if you want January 1st, 2022, if you want supernatural change from today to January 1st, 2022, there's going to have to be a radical transformation in your activity from this point forward. Listen to me carefully. A radical transformation in your activity from this point forward. And you don't need to hear this message over and over again. This one time should be enough. Right? The thought that I had, that's so good. I heard a quote. I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Elon Musk. Matter of fact, did I take a screenshot of it? Oh, this joke was so good. He said, people overestimate, wait, hold on. Let me get this right. People overestimate what they can do in 10 years and underestimate what they could do in 3 months. People overestimate what they can do in 10 years and underestimate what they can do in 3 months. Your whole life could be completely different 90 days from now. I've heard it over and over and over again, and I've experienced it. Everything can be different 90 days from now. If you use the information that you have. Just by using the information that you have, using what you've learned, applying it all, not part of it, not some of it, all of it. So, right, this is what we're going to do. Do you respect millionaires? We about to see. Do you respect the work? We about to see. Do you respect the instructions you receive from millionaires? We about to see. Do you expect to be a millionaire? We about to see. Will you be a millionaire? We about to see. The truth of the matter is, we won't know the answer to that question till about 90 to 120 days from now. Because behavior authenticates belief. It's on you, Javon.
Hey, go ahead, drop some fire emojis in